Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. It is October 1st, so I don't know if you guys know, but that kicks off 30 Days of Sketches, Series 10, from Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life. So today's sketch was created by Jessica Michaels, and it's got some stars, some photos, some mixed media, and a big old space for journaling. So I've got some stars. I thought her sketch would be perfect to use the Basics Stars stencil from my shop. So I've pulled those out. I've got some white cardstock, I've got some sprays, and I've got some photos. So let's see what I can do. All right guys, so I have used my sprays and I sprayed that right on top of my acrylic block. And I went with a round acrylic block this time. And I'm using a variety of blues and greeny colors. Now, I am not watering down the spray on the block whatsoever. I have just sprayed it right on the block, and then I am splotting it down on the white cardstock. I decided I need a little bit more color, so I went ahead and splattered some bits as well. Now I'm going to pull in two of the stars from my Basics Stars stencils. And I'm going to put them as very similar placement as to what the sketch calls for. So I take a mist that I have, and this is a distress stain mist because I know that the mist will come out nice and kind of fine and not very thick. So I go ahead and spray that on. And then, of course, I spray on a little bit more. And now I'm going to dot down just a little tiny little bit of this spray, which is a mica spray. So it's going to give me that shining, shimmering, splendid that I am such a fan of. So I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to wipe off my stencils with my messy cloth here. Believe it or not, this cloth was very white when my friend Crystal, in case you didn't understand that, that's my Crystal. She's my friend Crystal. Gave it to me. She gave it out as part of a retreat gift at the very first Scrapping Reflections retreat. So that was super awesome. So now I've got this big old splotchy mixed media in the center and the two stars on the side. Now, I probably could have made that mixed media a little bit larger. However, I did not, and I end up covering up most of it, which is fine by me. I trimmed my photos down to 4x4 squares. So these are the bad guys in the Rise of the Resistance ride or experience. It's kind of like a ride experience whole thing going on. It's just an experience, right? So I just lost what I was thinking. I was remembering how fun the experience was, and it just really is that kind of experience. It just kind of knocks you out. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm trying to describe it and I can't even think right now. Which is pretty pathetic because this is the second time I've started this voiceover, because I could not even start the voiceover because I couldn't think at all. So that's pretty pathetic, right? Now I am going to layer up the photos. I have two sheets of paper. One is green because I wanted a little bit of contrast of color because these are very blue colors. Like, even though there are differentiations in the blue, They're very blue. So I wanted a contrast of color, so I went ahead with that green paper, which is totally fine. So that is why I did that. Now these thickers right here are actually double-sided sticker thickers, and what that allows you to do is to go ahead and place something on the top of the thicker. You can use glitter, beads, whatever kind of things you could think of to stick to the top of the thickers. Now I'm going to use flock. So like I said, I'm having a 90s revival in my scrapbooking, guys. So I've got some flock, and I still have my Doodlebug flock. Pretty sure it was Doodlebug, and a variety of colors. So I'm going to pull out the blue. And this entire time, I'm spelling out bad guys, right? Because these are the villains, okay? And I don't even realize I don't have a Y until I am literally putting the letters on my page, which is kind of pathetic, because if I didn't realize I didn't have the Y, it would have said Bad Gus. And, you know, poor Gus, right? Like, here I am, I'm calling him Bad Gus, and I don't even know who Gus is or what's going on, but it is that. So I'm sprinkling over each of the letters the flock, and I have discovered by accident, this is not the perfect way to put it on. So when I realized I didn't have the Y, I just pulled the sheet of cardstock, because that's what I'm just pressing this stuff onto. I pulled the sheet of cardstock and ran the Y over the cardstock, and it adhered to the flock a lot better than it did with me pushing it down like this. So if you have flock and you have letters and you want to do this, put the flock down on the paper and then run your letters over the flock. It just looks better. It adheres. It adheres better. So in case you were wondering, the bad guys on here are General Hux and Kylo Ren, and they are the bad guys, right? So, but, and then there's this whole, is Kylo Ren really a big bad guy? There's like, whatever. They're the bad guys during the Rise of the Resistance experience. So, got that down. Now, what am I doing? Still messing with the letters. Oh, this is where I realized that I didn't have the Y. So, as you can see, this is very bluey as well. And I'm going to keep this quite simple. Now, remember, this is going into a scrapbook album that has a lot of pages, and it has a lot of Rise of the Resistance photos. So I don't feel the need to wax poetic on these layouts, because these are photos in previous years. Like, if you've caught any of my 2008 Disney albums, you will realize that I put a lot of photos on the pages there. And just a little bit of journaling. So, because it covers, that little bit of journaling covers all of those photos. Well, now I've got a lot of photos on a lot of pages, and it makes me happy to scrapbook that way, so I'm going to do it. Now, I do add in those green and silver stars, and then I decide, you know what? I need a little bit of green splatter as well. So I grab a dark green spray from the stash and sprinkle it around. And then that is going to do it for this layout. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as I'm participating in 30 Days of Sketches. Check out the playlist down below. That is where everybody is going to be uploading their videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.